Hello students, I, Mrs. Madhvi Mhatre, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. I hope all of you are doing well at home and taking care of yourself and your family. We are studying chapter number 1, sets, and in that we have completed all the topics. Finally, we have come to an end of the chapter, that is we are solving problem set 1. From that problem set, we have discussed the MCQ questions, that is question number 1 and 2, and question number 3, which was a word problem based on number of elements in the set, that is also solved. Now let us go further here. Let us move towards question number 4. So here again you can see a word problem. 70 trees were planted by Parth and 90 trees were planted by Pradnya on the occasion of Tree Plantation Week. Out of these, 25 trees were planted by both of them together. How many trees were planted by Parth and Pradnya? Okay, so let us see the solution now. Before that, after reading the question, we will try to understand it. So here we can see that in this question there are two persons and the number of trees planted by them are given. So one is Parth and other is Pradnya. So here number of trees planted by Pradnya, that we will take as set A, and number of trees planted by number of trees planted by Parth, that we will take as set A, and number of trees planted by Pradnya, that we will take as set B. Okay, so from this what we can say is n of A is 70, n of B is 90. Afterwards, in the next statement, it is given that out of these 25 trees were planted by both of them together. See, both word came. I told you that this both word stands for intersection. So this 25 is nothing but n of A intersection B, number of elements in the intersection of these two sets. Now they have asked us that how many trees were planted by Parth or Pradnya. Okay, means we have to find out union. That means either the trees are planted by Parth or Pradnya. So or word stands for union. Always make use of these words. They indicate you what you need to find. So here both word or and word, if it is present, it stands for intersection, and or word stands for union. So very clearly we can solve it by using formula. As I have said in previous lecture that these problems now I am solving only by one method, that is by using formula. Okay. So here now n of A is known, n of B is known, and n of A intersection B also is known. So it is very easy to find out n of A union B. So let us start. In the beginning, we have to write down the introduction part. That means what is set A and what is set B. So let A be the set of trees planted by Parth and B be the set of trees planted by Pradnya. And as we have discussed here, we need to write down the given things. So n of A is 70, n of B is 90, and n of A intersection B is 25. And what we have to find is the number of trees planted by Parth or Pradnya. That means we have to find out n of A union B. So immediately you have to make use of the formula. So all of you please write down the formula. Write down we have or we know that, or you can write down the word now also. Now n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Writing formula is compulsory. Okay. If you are not writing formula, then you will not get any mark for this problem. Okay, because you know the formula, and by using that formula only you are going to do the substitution. So writing formula is compulsory here. Afterwards, the next step is to substitute the values. This n of A union B we need to find. So it will be on left hand side. So we are going to substitute after equal to sign. So here in place of n of A we will write 70. In place of n of B we will write 90, and minus n of A intersection B, which is 25. So what we have? 70 plus 90 minus 25. That is going to give us n of A union B. Okay. So 70 plus 90 is 160, and 160 minus 25, the answer is 135. So n of A union B is 135, which gives us the number of trees planted by Parth or Pradnya. Okay. So finally you are going to write down the answer as a statement that the number of trees planted by Parth or Pradnya is 135 or equal to 135, you can write down. So here what we can find is all the word problems can be solved by using the same formula. Only thing is that after reading the question, you need to understand it. You need to write down what is given to you and what you want to find. Okay. So everywhere what you will find is out of these 4 unknowns, 3 will be given to you and 4th you need to find. Okay. But this formula also must be by hearted by you. So all of you please by heart the formula. What you can find here is the maximum questions they based on this formula only, on number of elements in the set. Okay. Now let us go further towards the next question. I hope you must have written the solution in your notebook. If you have not completed, you can pause the video and you can write it down. Okay, so next question, question number 5. If n of A is 20, n of B is 28, and n of A union B is 36, then find n of A intersection B. Once again, you will find that same 4 terms are seen in front of you. You can observe them. So immediately you will understand that you need to use the formula. Okay, the formula that is n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Substitute the values and solve it. That is why this problem is given as homework. A very straightforward question. Okay. Let us go further. So mark this question as homework. Now we are going to go towards the next question. Okay, so question number 6. Let us read the question. In a class, 8 students out of 28 have only dog as their pet animal at home. 6 students have only cat as their pet animal. 10 students have dog and cat both. Then how many students do not have a dog or cat as their pet animal at home? Now this question is little bit different. Let us try to understand the question. See here, the total students are provided as 28 here. But this 28 is not giving us n of A union B. It is the number of elements in universal set. Why? Because here we can see 3 types of students in the class. Some students, they have dog as a pet animal. That we will take as set A. Some students, they have cat as their pet animal. That we will take as set B. So 10 students, they have dog and cat both. That means this 10 gives us the number of elements from n of A intersection B. The word both stands for intersection. That we know better. So from this what we can understand here is that n of A cannot be 8. So after reading this, I didn't say that n of A is 8 and n of B is 6. See, in the intersection 10 students are there. That means the number of elements in set A and B, they should be more than 10. Okay, so these 8 students, they have only dog as a pet animal. So if we want to find out the students, those who are having dog as their pet animal, then we need to add these 8 and 10. So n of A is 18. Similarly, to find n of B, we have to add 6 and 10. That is 16. Okay, so set A, the number of students having dog as a pet animal. Then set B, the number of students having cat as the pet animal. And we have the intersection also. Then they have asked us that how many students do not have dog and cat as their pet animal. That means neither dog nor cat. So from here we can understand that this 28 doesn't give us n of A union B. That means the students, those who have the dog or cat as the pet animal. Why? Because some students are present which do not have any of the pet animal. So that is why this is not union. So in this particular question, n of A is also not given clearly, n of B is not given clearly. What you know is n of A intersection B. And from that we have to write down n of A, n of B, and then we have to find out n of A union B by using the formula. And after getting n of A union B, if we subtract it from 28, then we are going to get the number of students, those who do not have dog or cat as their pet animal. Okay. So I hope you must have understood the question now. Now let us go towards its solution. So in the solution, in the beginning, we have to write down the sets. We have to denote set A and set B. So let A be the set of students having dog as a pet, and set B with the set of students having cat as their pet. Okay. Afterwards, see, 10 students are having dog and cat both. So I told you that this is nothing but intersection. So write down that. Therefore, n of A intersection B is 10. Now from this, we can write down n of A and n of B. So n of A is 10 plus 8, that is 18. And n of B is 6 plus 10, that is 16. Total number of students are 28. Okay, so this is what we have written by using the given information. We have interpreted the information here nicely. Now, by using the formula, we can find the value of A union B. So write down the formula. That is n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. In the next step, let us substitute the values. N of A union B as it is because we don't know it, equal to n of A is 18, n of B is 16 minus n of A intersection B is 10. So n of A union B will be, see here 18 plus 16 is 34 minus 10, that is 24. So we got n of A union B, that means the number of students, those who have dog or cat as the pet animal. But what we want to find, the number of students, those who do not have dog or cat as the pet animal. So we have to subtract this 24 from total number of students. Then final answer we can write as, therefore the number of students who do not have dog or cat as their pet animal at home is equal to 28 minus 24, that is 4. So 4 students do not have dog or cat as their pet animal at home. Okay. So I hope you must have understood this question. And you must have completed also, because I am going very slow while explaining. Now let us go towards the next question. That is question number 7. Represent the union of two sets by Venn diagram for each of the following. Okay, so here I am going to solve the first one for you, and similarly you will solve Question number 2. Okay, it is very easy. All of you know how to draw the Venn diagrams. So let us start with the first one here. First of all, write down the given set A, which contain elements 3, 4, 5 and 7, and set B, which contain elements 1, 4 and 8. Okay. Now we have to represent A union B. So either you can write down A union B as a set, or even if you don't write, it will do. Directly we have to make use of diagram. So what you have to do is you are going to draw two intersecting circles. Why intersecting circle? Because you will observe that 4 is common. Okay, that means intersection is present. That is why you need to draw two intersecting circles. One is set A and other is set B. And the common element, that is 4, that you show in intersection part. Then in this part you can write down the remaining elements from set A. They are 3, 5 and 7. And here in this part you will get the remaining elements from set B, that are 1 and 8. So in this way, this complete shaded region gives us A union B. Okay, so in this way we can show union by Venn diagram. So similarly, question number 2, you are going to solve as homework. So it's very easy to draw Venn diagrams. Only thing is that you have to observe the sets. If you find something common in that, then you have to draw two intersecting circles. If they don't have anything in common, then you have to draw separate circles. Like now here, see, in P and Q, what you can observe is B is common. See, B is present in P also and B is present in Q also. Also, you will find that E is common. So here two elements are common. So you will draw a similar diagram, but those two common elements, that you will write down here. And then remaining elements from P you will write here. That means A, C and F, and the remaining elements of Q, that are what, L, M, N, that you will write down here. So similar diagram will come, only the elements will differ. Okay. So I hope all of you will do it. Let us go further. Third one is given here. X is a set of all x such that x is a prime number between 80 and 100, and y is a set of all y such that y is an odd number between 90 and 100. Now I am solving this for you because these sets are not given in list method. So first of all, while writing the answer, you need to write down the sets in list method. They are in set builder form. So we have to write down in listing method or roster form. So prime numbers between 80 and 100. So here we have three prime numbers, which are they: 83, 89 and 97. Okay. Then y is a set of odd numbers between 90 and 100. So write down all the odd numbers between 90 and 100. So they are 91, 93, 95, 97 and 99. And now you need to draw the Venn diagram. So what again you can observe here is that 97 is common to both. So similarly you have to draw the intersecting circles, and 97 you will write in the common part. See, this is set X and this is set Y. So the remaining elements of set X, that are 83 and 89, that you will write down here. And remaining elements of set Y, they are 91, 93, 95 and 99. Those you will write down here. Okay, so if the sets are given in set builder form in any question, and if you want to solve them, the very first thing you have to do is that you need to write down them in the list method or roster form, and then you have to solve. Okay. So I hope you must have completed it. If not, then pause the video and draw it. Now, let us go towards next question. Question number 8. Okay. Write the subset relations between the following sets. So here 5 different sets are provided to us and we have to write down the subset relationship here. Such question we have solved in exercise also, if you can recall. Okay, that was about the cities, India, and then states were there and then cities were there. So similarly we can have this solve this problem. Okay, so here X is a set of all quadrilaterals, Y is a set of all rhombuses, S is a set of all squares, T is a set of all parallelograms, and V is a set of all rectangles. Now to write down the subset relationship here, you need to have the knowledge from geometry. You have studied in geometry the types of quadrilaterals and their properties. Okay. So what you can say here is rhombus, square, parallelogram, rectangle. All these are quadrilaterals. Okay. So 4 relationships we can write very clearly. Like see, Y is subset of X, S is subset of X, T is subset of X, and V is subset of X. Okay. So we can write down, see these 3. Everywhere you can find that X is written on the right hand side. Fourth one is here. Now let us study about this. That why I wrote S is subset of Y. See, S is set of squares and Y is set of rhombuses. We know that all squares are rhombuses. Correct? Why? Because they have the properties of rhombuses. But oppositely, we cannot say that all rhombuses are squares. We cannot write Y is subset of S, but we can write S is subset of Y. Also, you know that all the squares are rectangles. So we can write down S is subset of V. Okay. Also, we can say that all the squares are parallelograms. So we can write that S is subset of T. Okay, so see how they are varying. Here on right hand side we have X 4 times. Why? Because all these 4 are quadrilaterals. That is why these 4 were subsets of X. Afterwards, this square is subset of these all. Okay, this S is subset of X is already written, so we are not writing it again. So for squares we can write down 3 more sets. See, S is subset of Y, S is subset of V, and S is subset of T. Now next is Y is subset of T. See, rhombus and parallelogram. We know that all rhombuses are parallelograms. Oppositely, it is not possible. Or parallelograms are not rhombuses. Why? Because parallelograms have opposite sides congruent. But for rhombus, we need to have all the sides congruent. So all the rhombuses are parallelograms, but all the parallelograms are not rhombuses. So we have the relationship Y is subset of T. And finally, we know that rectangle is also a parallelogram. Okay, so we can write that V is subset of T. So in this way here we can write down 9 subset relationships. Okay, so I hope all of you must have understood this. Now let us go further. Question number 9. If M is any set, then write M union null set. You know that phi is a symbol of null set or empty set, and M intersection null set. So for this you need to recall the properties. When we have studied the operations intersection and union, there we have seen the properties of intersection and union. Okay, so M union null set is the set itself. That means answer of this is what? M. This we have studied. So M union null set or M union phi is equal to M itself. I told you that while writing bigger, see this union, you have to think of a bigger set always. And while writing intersection, you have to think of a smaller set. So obviously the next answer is ready to you that M of A intersection phi is phi or null set. Okay, so this is what you can write down directly from the properties. Phi means what? Empty set, null set. So M union phi is M itself and M intersection phi is phi or empty set or null set. Okay. Let us go towards the next one. That is question number 10. I think this is the last question and it is very easy also. So that is given as homework. Because again the similar question we have solved in exercise if you can recall. I have done that for you. So you have to observe this Venn diagram and from that you can write down set U. That means all the elements present in the rectangle. So see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6 is not there. Then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 13. So all the elements present here, that is your U. Then you have to write down set A. So see the circle of A. So these elements will come 1, 2, 3, 5 and 7. That is your set A. Then go for B. All the elements from the second circle. So 1, 5, 8, 9 and 10. That is your set B. Then A union B. That means this particular area. Complete. The area formed by these two intersecting circles. So all these elements that will give you N of A union B. So which are they? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that is your N of A union B. And N of A intersection B is the elements from common part, that is 1 and 5. So it's very easy to write. So all of you please complete it as homework. Okay. So with this we have completed the problem set here and the question number 11 is again homework because it is very easy. See N of A is given, N of B is given and N of A intersection B is given. You have to find out N of A union B. All of you have the formula. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Apply the formula, put the values, solve it. You are going to get the answer. Okay. Let us go towards the last part, that is activity is given here and this activity you need to do by yourself. This is again homework for you. So let us discuss the activity. See here U means universal set is given, set A is given, set B is given and from that you have to write down remaining all these things. A complement. So think of U and A. The elements which are present in U but not in A. So write down A complement. Then write down B complement. The elements which are present in U but not in B. So it is easy for you to write down. Then you have to write down N of A intersection B means common elements from these two. So what you can observe here is 11 is only common element here. So you can write it down. Then you have N of A union B. So combine all these elements and write down here. Then you have A complement intersection B complement. From these two sets you can write down this. Common elements from these two. Then again you need to write down union. So combine all the elements from here, then you will get union. Here A intersection B complement. So see this intersection you have found out and make use of universal set. And from these two sets you can write down this. Similarly from A union B and from U you can write down A union B complement. And after writing these all, you can verify these two relationships. They are called as De Morgan's laws. This is first law and this is second law. Okay. So these two are called as De Morgan's laws which you can verify from here. See what you will find is this set N of A intersection B complement is same as this one. See this and this. These two will be same. And for this you will observe this and this. So you will find that these two sets are same and these two sets are same. And from that you can verify these laws. And second activity is given to you that collect the following information from 20 families nearby to your house. Okay. But now in this pandemic you cannot do it. So you just ignore it, right there, omit, you will not do. Okay, here if you want to solve it, you can take the numbers randomly by yourself and you can solve it. You can show it by using Venn diagram. Okay, so if you wish, you can do it, otherwise ignore it, omit it. Okay students, so with this we have completed our chapter number 1, sets, which is there for first online assessment. So all of you prepare all the questions well, also go through solved examples so that you can solve or attempt all the questions from first online assessment and you can score out of marks there. Okay students, so today we are stopping here. We will meet in next lecture. Till that, you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you students.